Good morning and welcome to PureStretch at Way to Fitness with Emma. Some of you will have a lovely healthy glow because you've just done cardio fitness with me. Others of you will just be joining me, so welcome. So just before we start our PureStretch session, there's just a few things to mention. PureStretch is suitable for almost everyone, but it is, hello Jill, it is not suitable for anyone who's pregnant or had a baby recently. That's because of a chemical called relaxin that circulates around your body when you're pregnant to help your body relax to allow you to give birth. But you can get injured if you're stretching excessively. So you're not allowed to do PureStretch if you're pregnant or you've just had a baby. Hi Pauline, hi Lorna, hi Jill, hi Carol. And obviously we always say about, is it safe? So make sure your area is safe. You've got everything you need within gentle grabbing distance. We're going to be starting with a standing warm-up. So you can choose what you want on your feet. I have got sticky socks on. That's socks with little rubbery bits on. Hi Dawn. What I don't want is you to be slipping. I've got a hard floor here, but I've got sticky socks on. If you're standing warm-up, you can have your trainers on, but just be careful, all right? And then when we go down to the floor, you definitely only want socks or bare feet on. You don't want your trainers on the floor. Okay, so make sure you're safe for exercise within your own personal pain-free range. And we just want you to have a lovely awareness of your core muscles. So we talk about wearing a belt and just having it notched up to kind of like level 3 out of 10. And that awareness is what we want whenever we're doing any of these exercises. And in fact, to protect our back, we should be having that awareness all day. And it's not until we've gone at the end of the day that we want to lose that awareness of our core muscles. Okay, we're thinking long, we're thinking alignment. PureStretch is a mixture of Pilates and yoga. So we do lots of stretching, we do some strengthening and toning work too. You work within your own personal pain-free range. That's really important. Equipment wise, so you need a mat or a thick towel to lie on, sticky socks on your feet, or whatever you choose for our standing warm-up. Access to a cotton yoga band is useful, or a dressing gown belt, or a tie. Something that's long and is not stretchy is what we're after. I'm just washing my massive bag full of bands, and if anyone wants to buy, I've recently washed because they've been washed. I haven't got them on the line yet. I didn't have time between classes. But if you want a pre-loved but in fantastic condition band, they're available for £3 plus £1 postage. So let me know. We've got them of different lengths. 1.8 meters is the routine standard one. For your average purple and black ones, 1.8. We've got 1.85 and we've got 2.45 meter long ones for tall people. Okay, so I can post any of those to you. The anyone that's the pre-loved ones but just washed will be sent all fresh and clean. They're all £3, or the black and purple ones are all £3, and the long ones are going to be say £4 because usually they're 6. Okay, so have you got your kit ready? I've also got a green bender ball here. If you've got a little ball if you've got a green bender ball, then find it. Okay, and let's make a start. Hello Chrissy, hello Tracy, hello Amy, and Marie, and Dawn, and Jill, Pauline, Lorna, Carol, and Jill. I love that. I'm not doing it to the wall. There is somebody really there. Okay, so I'm going to stand back so you can see me, and we're just going to start with a lovely standing warm-up because it is still the Monday morning and I don't want you to relax and go to sleep too much because you've got the rest of the day to do yet. All right, I'll pop some gentle music on, and but we're not working to a beat. It's just kind of like there. If it feels the wrong volume to you, just let me know and I can lower it down. Okay, so here we go. Right, so we are going to make our area safe, and I'm just going to slightly turn that down. It's a little bit of a lottery with this screen, with my iPad, because you need to be able to see, but I don't want to be so small you can't tell what I'm up to. Okay, so we're standing lovely and tall. We've got our shoulders relaxed and down, arms long and relaxed down by the side. Start with your feet together. Take the feet out to 10 to 2. Lift the heels, turn the feet out and lower them down. That should get us feet hip distance apart. Okay. Thinking of our alignment, we want a lovely straight line. Shoulders, hips, knees, ankles, and between the second and third toes. Okay. Think of this awareness of your core muscles around your middle, and just to begin with, you can close your eyes if you want to. Breathe in for 3, through your nose, hold for 4, and breathe out through your mouth for 5. You can breathe in for 3, hold your breath for 4, and breathe out for 5. So this is just to allow us to focus on us and our session today. We're going to forget about everything else that might be going on in your world at the moment. This is an hour to you. As you do your out breath, try and imagine any stress or worries are just leaving your body, and you're breathing in energy and calm. I'm going to gently open our eyes. Okay, so we are just going to start warming up our arms. What we're going to do, take the arms away from the body, and we're just going to swoop them forwards, cross the palms, and stretch back. So I just need to make sure I'm in the middle of the picture. Okay, so you're going to swoop forwards, cross the arms, and stretch. Swoop forwards, turn the palms, and stretch. We're doing this quite nice and small to begin with. Swoop, turn, and stretch. And swoop, turn, and stretch. Now as we're doing this, we can just make it a little bit bigger. Swoop, look up to the ceiling. Swoop, turn the hands and stretch. 2 more. Swoop, turn, and stretch. Brilliant. 1 more. Swoop, turn, and stretch. Brilliant. Bring those arms down and roll the shoulders. Excellent. Take the feet nice and wide. Let the feet turn out to the side, and we're just going to go gently side to side. Just work within a comfortable range. Look after your knees. Don't do anything that seems to make them ache. Keep the movement small if you have issues with knee ache. Okay. So we just want to warm up the hips and the inner thighs. Let's just take those a little bit wider still. Take the feet wider so you can go side to side. This is why you need sticky socks on a hard floor, because I don't want you slipping. So we're going to go 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, back to the middle. Keep the feet wide, keep the feet turned out. Come down, stretch up, bring the arms down but keep the legs still. This time breathe in, come up to the top, breathe out. Excellent. Breathe in as we go down and bend the legs, and breathe out. 2 more times. Come down, stretch it up, and 1 more time. Let's take it down. Fantastic. Well done. Okay, so this leg, the foot is pointing to the side, and the knee is moving in the direction of that foot. Okay, this foot is now forward. Okay, so just the knee and the foot, and you're looking in that direction. This arm, stretch it forwards and over. Forwards and over. Forwards and over. Now after 4, pause and just go back the other way with the arm. We'll do 4 more of those. That's it. Well done. Now, both feet turned out. Now this foot is forward. This foot is to the side, and the knee and the foot are pointing in the same direction. So just get that movement ready and done correctly first. Then this hand stretch forwards and over. Forwards. This knee never goes beyond the toes. So 4 of those, and then pause, keep the legs going and turn the arm the other way. Well done. And then back to the middle. Okay, good. Feet turned out, nice wide base. Go back to your side to side. If you need to creep the feet a little bit wider, then please do. Now this time we're gently leaning down, looking down to the floor, pushing the bottom back. Now you should be feeling a really nice inner stretch here as you're warming up your hips. Now, once you've got into that position, you can now add some arms. Stretch across to the bent leg and alternate. Now, some of you will be reaching your knees. Some of you will be reaching your ankles or the floor. It does depend how wide your feet are apart and how long your arms are and your legs. So we're just going to do 4, 3, 2, and 1. And gently come up. Inch the toes in. Whew. We're back to standing tall. This leg. So we are going to lift the knee up and lower it down. I'm just want to be straight to the camera. Lift up and lower down. Lift up. Brilliant. So we're doing 4 of those. We're going to swap sides. Stand tall if you can. Lift the heel first. Lift and lower. Now for your balance, if you like wide arms, take them wide. So you can do 4 on that side. And then you're going to pause and go back to the other side. Natural to find one side is stronger. Back to your first side, lift it up. Take it wide. Back to the centre and lower down. Now you can touch the floor in the middle if you want to, or you can challenge yourself by floating it. Lift and out, middle, one more time. Lift, wide, brilliant. Change size. Lift, take it wide, back in and lower. 3 more. Lift, wide, middle and down. 2 more. Lift, wide. That's it. Good. Last time. And lower down. Brilliant. Just to finish with the last side, circle that foot round. That's it. In one direction, then pause and go back the other way. Brilliant. And we're going to swap sides. Lift the knee up, circle round. Just moving from the knee, back the other way. Well done. And relax. Brilliant. So just do me some heel lifts. Alternate heel lifts, 1 at a time. That's it. Now, alternate heels, that's it. Add the opposite arm. So as this knee goes forward, the other arm goes forward. That's it. We always say there's a 50-50 chance. I usually get it wrong. That's it. So you can stay here, or you can get lower and slower. We call that a cartoon walk. Lower and slower. 4, 8, 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and up we come. Well done. Excellent. So by now you should be feeling warmer. I really hope so. We are going to take ourselves down to our mat and we're going to do some lovely work. So make sure your drink is close by, but not that you're going to knock it over. Okay, so I'm just going to get mine. And have your equipment to hand, but not too close. Alright. Okay. That's it. Brilliant. So I'm just going to angle my camera down and turn my mat so you can see me. Isn't it amazing to think we're already in week 3? Week 3? No, I'm missing you all. I'm missing my Monday morning class. But it is lovely to have all the contact that I am having with you, which is great. Okay. So we've got the legs straight out the front. If that's not comfortable, okay, you could have, if it's not comfortable, you can have your legs bent. And you could put the ball in your back for support if you wanted it. So we've got the legs long to the we're just going to lift and lower those knees. That's it. Lift and lower the knees. Now I'm just going to work out which way I have to go to get my mat in the middle of the pitch. That's it. Okay, lifting and lowering the knees. And then pause. You're going to point and flex the feet. Point and flex. That's it. Lovely. And then relax. Okay. Bend up this leg. Hands on the knee, hands on the heel. Take it side to side. We do this about 4 times. That's it. Then when you've done that, you can either have the legs straight if your knee and hip doesn't like it, or you can bend it up. The inner sole is by your inner thigh, and we're sitting up nice and tall. Your ball can be under this knee for support if you find that helpful. Okay, so we're going to do bow and arrow arms this time. We're going to have a lovely back and shoulder and waist stretch. So we're going to go palms to palms, okay, sitting tall, connecting with those core muscles. We're going to gently lean down, take the fingers down to that inner ankle, come up slightly, leave one hand here, and with this hand we're going to take the elbow behind and rotate round and look behind us. We're going to return to the front, palms to palms, lean down, come up slightly, take the elbow behind, rotate round and look to see where your elbow is going. We're going to do 4 more of those. Hand palm to palm, lean down, come up, elbow, take that elbow round, and really feel that lovely stretch of your shoulder, back and waist. Down we go, last time, elbow, and return. For your last 4, you can take the elbow back, and if you're able to, straighten that arm back and push against there. So you have a lovely opening of the chest as you're looking behind you for your final 4 moves on that side. So let's do that. Palms to palms. Down towards the inner ankle. Come up. Take the elbow behind. Extend the arm if you're comfortable to. Push against that other hand to get a lovely shoulder stretch. Bend at the elbow. Return. 3 more. Leaning down. Elbow. Extend. Bend. Okay, 2 more in your own time. Really pause. Don't be in a hurry when you're stretching. You'll feel it more. That's it. Well done. Okay. Back to the middle. Bring this knee up. Put the foot on the other side of the knee. Okay. So we've got shoulder comes round to the bent knee, sit up tall, and then carry on rotating round. Okay, you should feel a nice stretch here. Use the hand behind to help you sit up and rotate round. And we're just going to hold that for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the legs still, bring the chest back to centre and rotate round the other way. Letting the hand behind you help sit up tall and carry on turning. Again, you can count for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's the middle. Well done. Straighten that leg. Onto the other side. Bend it up. Hands on the knee, hands on the heel. Take it side to side. We don't need to be too dainty because we'll carry on rolling up the hip. After those 4, you're going to bend it up or have it straight. This is my creaky side, so it's much stiffer on one side. It's very normal. Put the ball under there if you find it helps. Okay, so we're sitting up nice and tall. Relax the shoulders down, palms to palm. We're gently leaning down. Oh. Right, leave this hand on the inside, remember. Rotate round, take the elbow behind and look. Maintain the bent arm to start with. Return palms to palms, lean down, come up. Take the elbow, really pause as you take that elbow behind and you're looking where the elbow goes. You have 2 more to do. Down and rotate. Feeling the chest stretch and the shoulder stretch. That's it, 1 more time. Leaning down. so if you want to make this stretch bigger, take the elbows, take the fingertips down towards the ankle, take the elbow behind, you're pushing here, and extend that arm up on the diagonal and look at your thumb if you can. You bend the arm, you return palm to palm, lean down, come up, take the elbow off on the diagonal and really feel that lovely stretch as you're pushing against the hand on the inside. You have 2 more to do. That's it. Well done. This knee comes up, the foot comes onto the other side. Okay, so shoulder round to the opposite knee. So sit tall, have the hand behind you to help you sit up tall, and then carry on turning. And you get a lovely stretch in your bottom on this side. Sit up tall. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the legs still. Shoulders back to centre, rotate round the other way, sit tall first and then turn. Hand up behind is helping us sit up tall. And we're just going to be here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. And back to the middle, well done. Okay, straighten those legs, give them a wiggle. Now make sure that your space is clear, okay? And we're going to take the legs nice and wide. Now you can choose how wide you like them, okay? But we're going to do our mermaid stretch again. If your hips can't or knees can't tolerate that, the bending, you can just sit with your legs straight and you can do a lovely side stretch, making sure you do an even amount on both sides. So to get into our mermaid, we start with a lunge position. We bring one foot in, the sole is in that inner thigh, and then we take the other leg back. We're sitting up nice and tall, okay? I find my back foot is turned so the sole is up towards the ceiling, okay? And I'm sitting up nice and tall. What's really interesting about doing it to a camera is that I can actually see my own position, because it's so easy to sort of sit in a slightly tilted way, but you think it's straight. Actually, it's not at all. So that's me trying to sit up nice and tall. We're going to put this hand at the side, okay? And all we're going to do, we're going to stretch this arm up, the elbow is by the ear, the palm is going to be going down towards the floor. So what we're going to do, really connect with the core muscles. Now lift the hips, stretch up, and then stretch over. So you're feeling this lovely side stretch. Lower the hips down. Put this hand at the side. This one stretches up now. Elbow by ear, palm is down, and stretch over. Well done. Okay, let's do that first side again. Hand at the side. Okay, so we've got fingers away. Stretch up, elbow by the ear. Lift the hips up and stretch over. Brilliant. Swap sides. Hand at the side. Stretch up and over. Thinking length with that arm. Back to the middle, well done. Take the legs back into that lunge position. Have a gentle lean forwards, if that's nice. And then we're going to bring the other leg in. So the sole of the foot is that inner thigh. Bring the other leg back. Okay. So again, you'll notice one side, this is very easy to do. Other side is stiffer. Okay. So this hand, we're going to put at the side. This arm is stretching up, the elbow and the ear are in line, okay? That's it. Come up and then stretch. Now keep the arms strong. Can you see that lovely shape I'm making? What I don't want is this. I'd like it long. Think long for that lovely side stretch. You're listening to how your body feels. If your wrists don't like this, sit with the legs out the front so you're not putting so much weight through them. Okay, lower the hips down, swap arms, elbow by the ear, and this time we're just going to stretch over. Keep this length lovely and long. That's it, well done. That's the first side, hand here, stretch up, lift the hips and over. Well done. Lower the hips down, last time, hand here and stretch over. So this for me is my really stiff and achy side, because I'm much stiffer on one side than the other. Hello Mr. Finnegan, you're meant to stay asleep on your sofa. That's it. Hello, you're meant to be asleep. What are you doing? Would you like to go into the kitchen with your buddies? Because I don't think I want you here, darling. Go on, go and see the others. Cheeky monkey was meant to stay asleep on the sofa. Right, okay. So what we're going to do now, come up, bring the legs together, slowly come up to sitting. And what we're going to do now, we are going to lie on our back and we are going to do some knees side to side, and you can decide if you want to use your ball or not. So I'm just going to show you a few options. I'll just check there's no messages on the screen about hate the music or how we're doing. Okay, looks all right. Lots of you. Okay, good. Hello everybody. Hello Liz. Hello Jenny. Hello Tracy. And Tracy and Sheila and Chrissy. Yes, great to see you all. Right, so we're now going to lie on our mats and we're going to take our knees side to side. Right. So, make sure you can see me. That's it. Okay. So we're starting lying on our back, shoulders relaxed, arms nice and long. Let's start with nice and easy level 1. Okay, connect with these core muscles, take the arms away from the body, okay? And we're just going to lower the knees to one side and look to the opposite side. Head and knees to centre and down the second side. And back to the middle. Now, some of you will know that if you've got issues with your back, you might like to have a little gap between your knees, and you could do that by putting the ball, so you can just take it side to side with the ball in place. I'm only not moving my head because I'm looking at the screen to tell you. Okay. So, you have now got some different levels that you're going to work at. Level 1, you just got your feet on the floor and you're taking your knees side by side. Okay. Level 2, you might like to put the ball between your knees, but you don't need to. Now, you're going to have your legs at tabletop, okay? So tabletop, we've got the ankle, no we haven't, we've got the knee over the hip, and the shins are parallel to the floor. As you're working, keep your natural curves in your back and really connect with those core muscles. So what you could do, you can breathe in. As you breathe out, just take the knees to one side, bring them back to the middle, and breathe out. So just doing this nice and gently, taking the knees side to side, okay? So you're just going to do 6 at your level. Your feet could be on the floor, and you're just going to take the knees side to side, or they can be at tabletop. But make sure you keep your natural curves in your back. Side to side. Shoulders are glued to the floor, hips are moving, but shoulders aren't. They're keeping you grounded. Are you feeling this? Well, I hope so. You shout out, yes I am, Emma. And then I'll be able to hear you. Remember to breathe. Side to side. And it doesn't matter if you don't have a a ball, it just gives you something to squeeze if you do. And have a rest when you're ready. Whew, good work. Okay, so before we move on to our next exercise, we're just going to do 6 more at the level that we feel comfy. Now, in all of my classes, they're very mixed ability. So I teach at different levels and everybody starts at level 1 and then you cruise through the levels as you know you're able to do, okay? Level 1, feet on the floor. Level 2, at tabletop, okay? Now level 3, we're going to straighten one leg and keep the other one at tabletop. Can you see that? Yeah. Okay, so all we're going to do, shoulders relaxed, glued to the floor. Really connect with those core muscles. Go over to the side, leading with the bent leg. Come up to the middle, swap legs, and lead with the knee. This one, okay? Lead with the bent leg, take it back to the center, swap the legs, take it over. Shoulders glued to the floor, back to the center, swap the legs, and take them across. So you are going to do 4 more at a level that suits you, shoulders glued to the floor. It's really important because it keeps you grounded. Oh, I'm liking this one. Can you feel it? Whoa. I can. Good. Whew. And back to the middle. Drop your ball, so to speak, and bring your knees in towards your chest. You can cross your feet at the ankles, put the hands behind the knees and circle round. Ooh, massaging your lower back on the floor. Well done. Let's go back the other way with the knees, circling the knees round. That's very nice. So we're now going to go to the centre, uncross the feet, cross them the other way, and circle the knees in both directions. Ooh, I seem to have found a ball. That's it. And back the other way. Well done. Okay, back to centre. Lower one foot down and follow, and the second one. So I'd just like you to roll onto your side or put your hands by your shoulders, push yourself up to sitting. Okay. And you may like to have a little drink. Then we're going to go onto all fours. So have your drink if you'd like one. Very important to stay hydrated while we're exercising and while it's sunny. And there's nothing better than water, hot or cold. Okay, so we're going to go on to all fours now. We call it 4-point kneeling. We've got wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Okay, so I'm going to make sure you can see. Sorry, my clothes keep falling down. Right, knees under hips, lovely long back. That's it. And you're looking down to the mat, straight down. That keeps your head and neck in line with the spine. Okay. So all we're going to do is we're going to imagine we've got a tray of glasses of wine on our back, and we don't want the back to move. Otherwise, it's all going to be a mighty crash. So keeping your back and hips still, take one arm forward and balance. We're not lifting the hand any higher than the shoulder. Then we're going to return it back to the start. Thinking about the opposite leg, keep the hips still, but push that right leg out. Keep the foot in contact with the floor. And try not to lean. And then return. Okay, so you can do that on the other side as well. Take the arm out, wrist at shoulder height. And return. Stretch out the other leg, but be careful not to lean onto your side where the knee is, okay? And then return. Now, as you felt able, you could take out the opposite, still have contact with the floor, keep that back long. But if you were able to lift and pause, for 3, 2, 1, we lower down and bring it back in. Let's take out the other side. So push that foot away, take the other opposite arm away and lift. That's it. We're looking down to the mat. Remember to breathe. I can't remember my counting. Let's go 4, 3, 2, 1 and lower. Oh, sit back. Good work. The slower you do it, the harder it is. Have you noticed that? Give those wrists a bit of a rest. That's it. Well done. You can always double up your mat for a bit of extra padding if you need it, or you could rest on your knuckles. You can just experiment a bit, see what feels most comfy. We're going to have one more go at doing that, okay? So I want a lovely square here, okay? And I want your back to be nice and long. What I don't want is this, all scrumpy up. Walk the hands away so your back is lovely and long. Wrists are under shoulders, knees are under hips, and you're looking down to the mat. Really connect with those core muscles, okay? And take out the opposites and hold. So we don't want the foot any higher than the hip, the wrist any higher than the shoulder. So we're going to hold for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower and return. Now we're going to do it on the other side. Remember, one side is going to be easier, and we're going to try not to lean. Take that leg out, take the opposite hand. We're going to lift. We're just looking at my shape on the camera. So we're going to hold for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower and return. Good work. Rest your wrists. Where is the time going this morning? I need this class to be another half hour longer, don't you? Right, we're going to stretch our back now. So if you're comfortable to, have your toes together and your knees apart slightly. If you have a ball, you can sit on it and it just makes the angle a bit bigger. It might be more comfy for your knees, or you can sit on a little pillow. Or in fact, you can just hug your knees. That's fine. Okay, so if you're okay to do toes together, knees slightly apart, stretch the arms forward. Now, you can rest your elbows down if you need to, but you'll get a better stretch if you can lift your elbows. Breathe in. As you breathe out, melt the chest lower to the floor and feel this amazing stretch across your upper back and shoulders. Breathe in, breathe it out, melt lower. Again, breathe in, breathe it out, melt lower. So I'm feeling a stretch in my hips as well as my back and shoulders. Well done. Okay, pop your hands by your shoulders. You're now going to go down onto your tummy for your quad stretch. Your quads are at the front or your thighs, and you're going to feel that stretch by bringing the heel towards the bottom. So let's just go down onto our mat. You could do this lying on your side, or indeed standing if you weren't a fan of lying on your tummy. So we're going to lower ourselves down. Rest your forehead on the back of your hand here. That's it. Bring a heel towards the bottom. If you're able to stretch around, draw the heel into that bottom. That's it. If you can't, you can maybe grab your trouser, or you could put your band round the back and just draw that heel in. Push your hips into the mat for a bigger stretch. Lower that foot down, swap arms, bring the other heel towards the bottom. Push the hips into the mat for a bigger stretch. Brilliant. Let go of that foot and push yourself up. And you're going to find your yoga band or your dressing gown belt or whatever you're going to be using. You're going to be coming onto your back. I can't believe the sunshine, it's so beautiful, isn't it? So we're going to gently lower ourselves down. Oh, and we're back to where we started. We're going to put the band round our right foot and straighten the right leg up. That's it. Okay, so the foot is flexed, the toes are down towards us. We're stretching our arms up, wrapping once round each hand, the band once round each hand, that's it, and settle the elbows in at the waist and the shoulders relaxed. This leg is as comfortably straight as we can make it. If this knee starts bending, you won't be targeting the hamstrings, and that's what we're trying to do. So take that leg further away and try and have it as straight as you can manage. Breathe in. As you breathe out, just gently pull on that band. The elbows are neatly in at the waist and you're feeling a stretch here. Take the leg away to breathe in and breathe out. Excellent. You just have 4 more to do. Well done. So you don't need to pull in too much, just enough so that you feel that stretch down the back of your leg. That's it, well done. So we're doing 6 on that side. Then we're going to lower that foot down and do 6 on the other side. So setup is really important. We've got the ankle, the knee and the hip in a straight line. Foot is flexed, stretching up, one wrap around each hand. Settle the shoulders and elbows in at the waist. Breathe in. As you breathe out, draw that leg in. Feel the stretch down your calf and the back of your thigh. Take it away to breathe in and breathe out. And as I say, you can always straighten that leg if you happen to be really bendy. I'm not really bendy, so I tend to have that leg bent up, but you're doing what level is comfy for you. But what I want you to do is to maintain as straight a leg as you can, okay? And we were doing 6 stretches on that side, just like we had done on the first leg. It would be really lovely to hear from you if you're finding about how you're finding the online classes. Obviously they're not the same because I'm not there to see your smile, but it would be great if you could let me know whether or not you feel like you're doing some work. I just imagine the sea of smiles. Right, that's really good, well done. Okay, so we're going to take that band off that foot and we're just going to have a little relaxation for a moment. You are just going to lie in a comfortable place, so you can have legs bent, you can have legs straight, arms long down by the sides. Get yourself into a lovely comfortable position and just relax. Many of you will close your eyes. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. close back to the room by wiggling your fingers. And relax your hands. You're going to gently bend up one leg, put the foot flat on the floor, followed by the second one. Now for our inner thigh stretch, just inch your heels as close to your bottom as is comfortable for your knees, and then lower the right knee down the right side and the left knee down the left side for your inner thigh stretch. If you want to make the stretch bigger, put your hands on the inner thighs and the weight of the hands makes the stretch bigger. Take the hands away, place the knees back side by side. Okay, you're just going to very gently roll onto one side, it doesn't matter which. Use your top hand to push yourself up to sitting and just get accustomed to sitting up. Excellent. So we're going to finish. We can either be in cross legs or legs out the front. Okay, it's going to be your choice. Circle those feet and circle the wrists. That's it. So we're going to take the arms up, breath in, and as you breathe out, take the arms down. One more time, breath in, stretch up, and breathe out. Excellent work. Brilliant, 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 brilliant. So we're going to come up to standing, pop our knees down, onto all fours, hands on that bent knee, and up we come. Well done. So fantastic to see you. I'm just going to move forward and I'll have to just angle my screen. That's it. Fantastic. Whew. Do you know what? Those of you who've done the double, we've worked hard this morning, haven't we? I have to go and put the kettle on and have a sit down. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I'm just going to get my glasses, see if there's anything. So, brilliant to hear from you. And can you make sure you just let me know whether or not you're feeling it? Are you feeling it? I need to know. We've got PureStretch again on Thursday evening at 7:30, and we're going to be doing some lovely strengthening and some bigger stretches in that session. And thank you so much for joining me. It's brilliant to see you. If you're loving it and you've got any friends or family that want to join us too, get them to send me a message. I can send them details about membership, and I just need to be friends with them on Facebook, so they need to send me a friend request. I can then accept them as a friend and then add them to the closed group. So thank you everyone. Have a brilliant afternoon. I'm off to trot to the shop to get my veg box now, and I'm going to get all those bands that I've washed on the line. So if you haven't got a yoga band and you want one, they're just £3. Thank you everyone. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow is Tuesday, so it's Keep Moving at 10:30. Live on the step is always at 9. And then in the evening we've got cardio fitness at 6:30, and I've got Pilates at 7:30. So brilliant to see you all, and don't forget the quiz on Friday, 7:30. Can't wait. See you soon. Bye.